Brothers. I am Mindy and I'm living intentionally. Okay, so it's really in the morning and I'm already geeked. I was like, oh, ha 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 ha. Like, please no, I'm having a hard time, like, practicing non-attachment to a certain outcome. And, I was in the bathroom and I was like, all right, let's just not go crazy about that today. And I brushed my hair and I was like, oh yeah, like I super appreciate that person. Like I do. Oh my gosh, yeah, my mom ruined my hair. And my phone rang and I was like, "Oh, let that not be the answer from God. Let that be the answer from God. I mean, but let it be the answer that I want, please." And it was not my mom calling. Nope, it wasn't. It wasn't my mom. I really wanted to be my mom. I was like, "There's no way. Like this isn't nope." But it was not my mom calling. So right? And and like we couldn't get good like phone reception. And I had been on my way to make dandelion tea. Right, I'm making dandelion tea. Right, right. I don't know where this dandelion tea came from, by the by. I went to, that is my small saucepan. And if I don't have my large saucepan in front of me, I think that my small saucepan is very large. Isn't that weird? It like isn't really that large. I have such a big head. It's like I'm I'm actually not photogenic at all. Like I look way better in person and like all of these devices like make me look like ugly. They're unflattering, like for me specifically. And I'm not the only one that thinks it either. Like dude, my ex-boyfriend, that I was, with romantically for 8 years, but like he's still in my life to this day. He hates pointing the camera at me because he's just like it doesn't look like reality. Like it doesn't look like reality. And I'm sick of this. Like there's no way to do it because it doesn't capture you. It doesn't capture you. Like it just like drove him crazy. Like literally drove him crazy. Yeah, I literally drove him crazy. He's not the first one either. I don't like doing it. It's not intentional. It's not intentional. It's not intentional. Dude, look at, I like burnt the bottom of my Gotham steel, you guys. Anyway, dandelion tea. That's what we're doing. Oh, maybe I'll have some Kelsey's Crunch. Travis Kelsey's a boss, yo. Look at the back of it. It's like, dude, it's art. It's art. I don't know where my Mahomes box is, but my Mahomes box is kind of beat up because, like, dude, they donated Mahomes cereal boxes to the food pantry. Like, that's how I got that. But this one I bought with my food stamps, which, like, I don't even, like, eat processed cereal foods. I mean, I'll munch on it, but it's probably corn, and I can't have corn. Well, I can 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 have corn, but I can't have corn! Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. I know, right? My life. Every 11 minutes of my life. Man, that's stupid. They put that on SpongeBob. That's not even mine anymore. Shit, bro. Like, I used to just say that. That ain't even mine anymore. That ain't been mine for a minute either. Like, way more than a minute, bro. I'm so fucking old. Anyway, descent into madness. So, I was making my dandelion tea. That was kind of my goal. So, the path that I walked in order to, like, see where reception is best was the path like that I was on, and I just stopped when reception got good, and I just dropped my dandelion tea. And where that happened, which I didn't realize at the time, where we got reception was about where Yeah, no, I was sitting exactly where I was sitting, not facing the same direction though. And well, I mean, everything is important, right? I mean, if we're just like divining reality here, like fucking tea leaves. I almost caught it. I didn't even think for a second that I was gonna come close. And when I came really close, I was like, oh shit, and I recognized it and I lost it. Like you cannot get freak geeked about being in the zone or you're out of the zone. That's how that works. Yeah. So I was when the thing happened, the like super like psycho spiritual uh experience, because I have the gift of sight. Woohoo. Twin flames. Woohoo. And I was 90 degrees the other way this time. Counterclockwise, rotation 90 degrees. So I was at 12, and today I was at 9 to receive the phone call. Oh, 9, Mayan calendar. To the Mayans, the number 9 is patience. Yeah. So, how do you make tea? Right. You put the water in the cup. I do drink tap water. I can't haul water home, yo. Like, I mean, I can. It's hard. I can, but like, I can get, like, whatever. I drink tap water. It's and maybe that's, like mitigating the disaster of my third eye regaining its proper prowess as I come off of meds and living in fight or flight. Like, yeah. So that's a thing. And all right, we are pouring the water. There's like some honey at the bottom of my cup here. All right, Magda, the oven is on. It's a burner, but I say Magda oven on and Magda oven off, because Magda keeps me accountable. Oh, who is Magda? That's Magda. Do you see Magda? Yeah, that's Magda. Yeah, so Magda is a protective entity for me. I had that doll for like a long time, and I was like friends with that doll, like talking talking to her, like dude, like that's from Bin Bay, and like, bro, like that doll and I were tight for like so long. And I was like, I feel so bad. I don't know what your name is. I don't know what to call you. Like, nothing's come to me yet. And as I asked that, I received uh like information, sounded like a voice outside of myself, sounded like it did not come from myself. It startled me, and it said Magda. And I'm like, okay, Magda, like where did I pull that from, my subconscious? Like what is Magda? Where does that line up? Like what are my associations for that? But I drew a blank. And like 45 minutes later, I got a phone call from the Medicaid office, and the lady was very kind and patient with me. I was not performing optimally as far as verbal communications. Like sometimes I really come off as like a brain damaged child, and other times you think like, wow, she's totally pulling the wool over our eyes about being on disability, huh? Like she's just scamming the system, ain't she? Like, yeah, and that's how it is. But I just like I wasn't, like good and on my game, and I was like taking notes and trying to understand stuff, and she was like she like it sounded like her heart was breaking. Like I think tears were actually falling down her face. I would not doubt if they were, as she told me, like, I just want to be really honest with you so that you understand. Like, the Medicaid that you have is not like the Medicaid that elderly people have, and that you're used to understanding what it does for you. Your Medicaid is almost like not having Medicaid at all. The only thing that your Medicaid can do for you is help pay for doctor visits and prescriptions. You have the lowest form of Medicaid, so you don't qualify for any services. They've recently changed the system on you, and I want you to know that. I want you to know that. And it's and she said it's really hard to do her job, and and I thanked her for it. And like I can only imagine, because like you're not responsible for the answer being no. You're not responsible for me being stuck with an abusive caretaker, unable to pay my bills and buy my food. You're not responsible for that, but now you're aware of it, and that hurts your heart. And I get that. And like, thank you for doing this, and thank you for being honest with me. And oh, by the way, what is your name? Oh, my name is Magda. Magda. Her name is Magda. I've never met anybody on the face of the earth named Magda before. I verified it. Magda. Magda? Magda. Magda, bless you. Thank you so much. And that is how that Monster High doll became Magda. I maybe would have been like, Magda, that's an M name, that's like narcissistic, like what is that, I maybe would have not let it stick. But that phone call, that woman's name was Magda. That's Magda. And Magda does not let me leave my oven on. I will not fall asleep. I will hear that voice that said Magda to me if it starts to happen. But usually it doesn't, because I use this to create accountability for myself. You saw. Oven off, Magda. You see how I maintain. And it's because I'm a little bit, or a lot, insane. I'm going to take this straw out so it doesn't melt it. Because it might. I'm not sure. Where is my skull spoon? I like to use my skull spoon with my tea because pouring the honey over it is so satisfying to me. Sehr gut für mich. 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 Ich finde es. Oh, hey, I found my gimbal also. Let's take that. Oh, wow, this cup is like totally burning my hand. What is wrong with me that I love pain? Oh, the more it hurts, the better it feels. That is so weird. Like you're not supposed to get oxytocin in your brain from pain, but whew, I do. I sure do. That's gotta be some nurture shit right there, huh? Yeah. Or lack thereof, right? Right on. Lack thereof. Okay, I don't know how long to let tea steep. Dude, what is this traditional medicine? Where it's USDA organic, it's caffeine free. My only beef with it is that it does say roasted dandelion root, and I know that cooking things destroys the enzymes which direct your body what to do with the nutrients. So, maybe it's for the best that I can't find what I got before. Not at Price Chopper or Hy-Vee anyway, and I wish that there was instead of a fucking like Johnson County fucking waste of fucking space, a whole fucking store dedicated to olive oil. I wish there was a tea store like that. Yeah. I mean, I'm not right now gonna go put a brick through their window and terrorize them until they privileged asses, get out my space. But I'm not making any promises, on those dark nights that sometimes bleed into the days. Throw in a brick, never felt so damn good. Smash more glass, scream with a laugh, and wallow with the crowd. Watch them kicking people's ass. It's hard for me to stream because I can't play music. And like ordinarily, I would be starting my day with a Lanario, and then like once I got woke up, like to this point, like I just spit some fucking DK, so like it's time for Propagandhi, and let's like do chores, which is like make my bed. Oh yeah, I listen to Propagandhi, how to clean everything, like every day that I get out of bed and do anything. It's been starting my day like that since it was released. I mean, it's a good sign for you who are viewing me, who are watching the show. It's uh, it is a portent of the perceived psychosis you shall witness, that it's very early in the day and I just sang some Dead Kennedys. Like, that's not good for me. Anyway, so the phone call came in clearly at that same spot on the kitchen floor, which I didn't even realize until I resumed my initial task of making the dandelion tea. And it's like, yeah, okay, that happened. I mean, I was already just like, descent into madness. Oh, but I wrote something. Yeah, 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 yeah. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Okay. Mother. I hate technology. Technology hates me. 21 minutes ago, public on my Facebook, Mindy Lee, right here. Pixar, it didn't happen, bro. Halo, how high vibers. I am ever so over striking fear in the hearts of men. Kind of telling that I put the fear of God in you, don't you? Ink? Oh, yes, you do. I know you do. I make dandelion tea now. ... as I delay an inevitable descent into madness ... Oh, it's fine. The human mind cannot get you to unity. Along the way, you gotta use it and lose it. I do this often. I mean, you didn't really think that you were going to lose your mind and find your way back like following breadcrumbs the first time, did you? Come on now, you're smarter than that. Practice makes perfect. But by all means, misjudge me. Only exist in the present. Keep it real.